After this weekend, we will know the two teams featuring in the A-League Men's 2025 Grand Final. Who will it be? Western United, Melbourne City, Auckland FC, Melbourne Victory, 4 teams remain. And obviously, it's two teams looking more likely heading into this weekend to make it through the Grand Final. Auckland FC with a 1-goal lead heading into this weekend over Victory, and Melbourne City a 3-0 lead over Western United. So it's a big mountain to overcome for John Aloisi's team and for Melbourne Victory, a team who were in the Grand Final last year, one of the most successful sides in Australia. Can they silence the crowd in Auckland, overcome the Black Knights and make it through to the Grand Final? Let's talk about the two matchups. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. What's your thoughts on this upcoming, weekend's semi-final second leg matchups and your scoreline predictions? What do you expect from this weekend? Will we see these deficits overturned for either Victory or Western United? First of all, focusing on Auckland FC, Melbourne Victory, that is the first game kicking off. First of all, what an occasion I'm sure it's going to be over there in New Zealand. Obviously, we've seen just incredible crowds over there. The fan bases has really grown in impressive ways over there in Auckland FC. The city has clearly gotten behind this new club, and there is such an excitement and just a really fun vibe, it seems, around Auckland FC at the moment. And they've been a really, really good addition to the competition. We have to say that straight off the bat. And surely here, even just with a 1-goal lead, I can't see Melbourne Victory bouncing back here and overcoming Auckland FC. I think it'll be too much in the end. We look back at Victory's last away game in the finals a couple of weeks ago against Wanderers. I mean, that was a really impressive and solid performance, defensively solid performance from Melbourne Victory in that game against Wanderers to overcome Western Sydney there in that game. They're going to need to step up to a level that they really haven't reached this season to overcome Auckland FC. We've seen a few matchups from these two sides this season. A scoreless draw back in Auckland earlier on in the campaign, and then Auckland have defeated Victory 2 times in Melbourne. So Auckland certainly do have the advantage heading into this matchup. For Melbourne Victory, when we look at what they can do differently in the lineup, there's a lot of choice, especially in attack for Arthur Dillis, the Victory head coach. In the first leg, we did see Volupele, Machash, Arzani, Virgos. That was sort of that front four, if you like, for Melbourne Victory. But they could basically completely swap that around if they wanted to. Bruno Fornaroli, very experienced when it comes to A-League finals. You've got Santos, who has been a really good signing for Victory this season and has looked really good at times this season. Alex Badalado provides something different, whether he could play that number 10 role for Victory. And Reno Piscopo, again, is capable of unlocking defences and could be used as a real X-factor player in this game for Melbourne Victory if they are unable to break through Auckland FC. So I just wonder if Dillis is tempted to shake things up a little bit in attack and start, some of those other players who were on the bench last week in that first leg, because we have seen Dillis do that throughout this season. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it is Piscopo, maybe Santos to start in this game, just to provide something different. And then you've got, whether it is Arzani or maybe Volupele or Machash coming off the bench as an impact player as well. But for Auckland FC, I mean, they just have to keep doing what they're doing. And they've been doing it really well all season, defensively so solid. And when they get forward, they do look dangerous on the counter-attack. They are a threatening team. And even the players off the bench putting in a fantastic effort. The crowd's just going to be the crowd is going to play the biggest factor in this game, and for that alone, I just can't see Melbourne Victory. It's obviously they're going to need to score a couple of goals in this game, Melbourne Victory, to overcome Auckland FC, and I can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. Look, maybe Melbourne Victory do get on the score line, but I think with a massive home crowd, I think Auckland could well score a couple of goals in this home semi-final. It's going to be a massive occasion over there in New Zealand, as mentioned. And drop your thoughts on this game and your score prediction, Auckland Victory, in the comments. Let's talk about the next matchup as well. Later on Saturday, Western United, Melbourne City once again at Amy Park. City with a 3-goal lead. I mean, huge favourites to go through to yet another grand final. City, who have navigated this season really well with all their injury concerns, and have now heading into this semi-final series, well, this whole final series as a whole, with a pretty strong team overall. I mean, Cohen's back into the lineup, Tilio, Lecky back on the score sheet last week was a big one as well. Lapane's been back from injury for the last few weeks. Caputo leading the line, Ugarkovic as well. I mean, they're sport for choice now in Melbourne City with some of these players returning from injury. They've got some really, really decent A-League quality players on the bench who can step up and do a job. And for Western United, I mean, this is going to be their biggest test of the season as well. And they're going to need to lift in this game even more so than victory heading into this weekend. Now, we did see a heroic effort from Western United, you might remember 3 years ago, overcoming another Melbourne rival. It was Victory back in 2022. Overcoming Victory over 2 legs. A dramatic 2-legged tie, that one. And that was a huge effort from Western United, and they went on to win the grand final. They're going to need to do a similar thing and even go further than that if they are going to defeat Melbourne City, who are one of the best teams defensively in the competition. For Western United, I mean, all eyes now are on Noah Butic. They need him to start. They need him back. We know he didn't start the first leg due to an injury. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. We did see Noah Butic come on in the 72nd minute in that first leg for Western United. They need him from the start. They can't afford to have Butic coming on for even just a half of football. And the reason why is because it is a 3-goal deficit. It is a huge mountain to overcome for Western United. And then obviously, I mean, just simply because not only do they have to score 3 times, but they have to do that and keep those dangerous City attackers quiet. I mean, it's nearly an impossible effort for Western United. If they are able to do it in the end this weekend, it'll be one of the most dramatic matches that we've seen in recent memory in A-League men's history. So, Melbourne City, huge favourites, I think, to be one of those teams in the A-League men's grand final. And for me, I think it will be Auckland FC as well. I think for my final score predictions, I'm going to go Auckland to win 2-1 at home. So that would be 3-1 on aggregate. I think the home crowd get them across the line in the end there, Auckland FC. Melbourne City, I think they do get through in the end. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this game. I think Western United put up a really valiant effort in the second leg, but not enough to overcome just a huge deficit. So that would be 4-1 on aggregate for Melbourne City. And that would see Auckland FC hosting Melbourne City in the A-League men's grand final the following weekend. Drop your thoughts on these 2 matches and your score predictions in the comments section. We'd love to hear from you guys as always. Make sure to hit the like button on the way out, support the channel, and stay subscribed for more Australian football talk right here on Oz Watch Football. My name's Lockie, and I'll see you in the next one.